Hello everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to ChasingCinema.com's official YouTube channel. I'm your host, Jacob Tiranno, and today we're going to be talking more CinemaCon. That's right, the official and most important convention of movie theater owners around. Happened in Las Vegas last week, and I'm still doing updates about presentations. If you aren't familiar with what I mean presentations, each of the major studios come on at the Coliseum at Caesar's Palace to give a presentation to movie theater owners to tell them what they have upcoming. This is, of course, a major thing for movie lovers too, because we get exclusive looks, exclusive trailers, and major announcements. If you haven't seen any of my presentations already, click this white eye above myself, and a bunch of links will drop down. Click any of them, you'll be able to watch presentations. I also have a bunch of interviews from CinemaCon, including Susan Sarandon, Jesse Eisenberg, Anna Kendrick, Zac Efron, the cast of Independence Day Resurgence, and many more. Dave Franco, trying to think of who else. A lot of people. So go check that out. The best way to do that is go to Chasing Cinema's YouTube channel. Click that little Chasing Cinema area. Go to our videos or go to the playlist and find CinemaCon 2016. You'll find all sorts of good stuff in that list. There's a ton of video coverage, so make sure to do so. But today, we're going to be talking about the 20th Century Fox presentation, which was pretty awesome. So let's hop right into that. Now I'm going to be reading some of my tweets or talking about some of the tweets that I've tweeted. If you see my name and information right down here, that's because all of the stuff that I looked at and checked out, I tweeted live, and you guys would have gotten the information first. So if you haven't done so, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at this handle, at Jacob Tiranno. So 20th Century Fox, probably my favorite presentation of CinemaCon for multiple reasons, but let me tell you, they started off so strong. They allowed me to check something off my bucket list. That's right, I'm probably going to lose some of you right now, but guess what? They had Vanilla Ice himself come on stage and rap Ice Ice Baby to start off their presentation. We had a bunch of cheerleaders or dancers come out in blue and white, and then lo and behold, we had the Ice Ice Baby theme song remixed to Ice Age Baby playing, and Vanilla Ice himself came out and performed the song live, and it was just awesome. It got a huge pop from the audience. Everyone loved it. Everyone had a really good time watching this. Moving on, they opened up their presentation, of course, talking from the movie from Blue Sky Studios called Ice Age Collision Course, the movie that Vanilla Ice just promoted. Showed a little clip, but didn't talk too much about it. And then they just kind of casually moved on to Deadpool and Deadpool's success and dropped the bomb that the entire creative team, including Tim Miller and Ryan Reynolds, are working on a Deadpool sequel. At this point, I could hear all the typing from the press around me, and I heard people leaving so they could go and report this, because in the Coliseum there's no phones, no videos, unless you're in the press section. But even then, it's such a big, like that to them was enough for them to go. But wait, things get better. Moving on, we had Adam Devine, Anna Kendrick, and Zac Efron, who I interviewed. You could check out that white eye right up here. You'd be able to link drop down. You'd be able to click and watch that video. Come on stage to talk about Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates, a new raunchy comedy, which they played a little clip of. And yeah, that was a bit interesting. They showed us a trailer, and then they showed us an exclusive clip that was pretty out there. But the trailer clip, for people who like rated R raunchy comedies that are dirty and sexual, and you know, Zac Efron type comedy, which he's really been getting involved in, and Kendrick just starting to kind of get there. Adam Devine as well. They're mostly known for their Pitch Perfect franchise. Well, Adam Devine especially, but they're getting in more in that raunchy space. It'll be right up your alley. And then we got a special look at X-Men Apocalypse, and it got a huge reaction. My Twitter was literally blowing up when I tweeted that out. That's all I wrote. A special look at X-Men Apocalypse got a huge reaction here at 20th Century Fox presentation at CinemaCon. I mean, everyone was tweeting me, tell me this, tell me that, tell me this, what's going on, what happened, who's this, who's there, who's that. Guys, I can't say that much, but I will say it looked incredible. It deserved this huge reaction. And as much as I love people commenting in the comment sections below, no, I did not see Wolverine. No, I have nothing on Wolverine for you. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but that trailer or that clip looked amazing. Moving on to Independence Day Resurgence, the upcoming sequel. Brought out the entire cast. We had Jesse Usher, Sayla Ward, Vivica A. Fox, and Brent Spiner and Jeff Goldblum, who came out to introduce a new clip or exclusive clip trailer from Independence Day Resurgence. Of course, all of them got a really big pop, but some of us were disappointed to see that Liam Hemsworth was not in attendance. Vivica A. Fox let us know that he had hurt his back. A back injury had kept him from coming. This group of actors won the Ensemble of the Universe Award at CinemaCon, so they'd be also presented at the award ceremony later that evening, and hence why we interviewed them. Click that white eye to find out more, but unfortunately Liam was not a part of it. But they did introduce the director of the film, Roland Emmerich, who is now introducing the world debut of the new trailer, the first audience to see that. And I really enjoyed it. I thought it looked like a lot of fun. I wasn't someone that was like, man, we need an Independence Day sequel. But I'm also not someone who's like, why do we need an Independence Day sequel? You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I wasn't begging for it, but I'm not disappointed that we got it. And with what I've seen, I'm into it. A quick little side story. I've had a crush on Vivica A. Fox since I was a kid. Watching her movies, I always thought she was super beautiful. Still is super beautiful. And, even though I had the opportunity to interview the entire cast of Independence Day, I gotta kind of keep professional. Can't be like, oh my God, Vivica A. Fox, I love you. Be a creep or anything like that, right? But after this presentation, when she didn't know who I was yet, they, of course, like I said in the previous video, most of these people who are at these presentations are rushed out because they're in Caesar's Palace, right? And there's no really back way. So they're rushed through the casino, like by a ton of security. And yeah, probably wasn't the best, most professional thing for me to do, but I did try to stop Vivica Fox, who just happened passing by. Wasn't by chance. My young crush, my young love for her just kind of came out. I was like, oh, Miss Fox, can I please get a photo with you? Security's like, no way, we got to get going. And she said, no. I'll take only a minute. And she said, come on, sweetie, let's be real quick. Took a picture on this side. I was selfie styling, and she was like, oh, no, that's not my good side. Let me take one. But either side is a good side for Vivica A. Fox. Came on this side, very sweet, very lovely lady. Anyway, so that helped, right? Like, that helps that Vivica A. Fox is here to promote this movie for me. And Jeff Goldblum is hilarious. Our interview with Jeff Goldblum and Brent Spiner was hilarious. I couldn't even get a lot of footage because they were all over the place, cracking up, doing skits, jumping off stage. It was very funny. Then we went on to the DreamWorks section of 20th Century Fox's presentation. And they, of course, were talking about the power of movie theaters and introduced their new film, Trolls. And Trolls also stars Anna Kendrick, who they brought back out, which was really, really funny because we have Anna Kendrick promoting this very raunchy, racy movie. And then we have her coming out for a cartoon or animated film. And the clip they showed was really funny. It also stars Justin Timberlake, and it's about, of course, Trolls, the crazy hair trolls that we've seen around and known for many, many years. But it's about their story and their life. And Andrew Kendrick kind of plays this crazy, happy troll who loves to hug. Well, they all love to hug and love to all do those things, but Justin Timberlake's a little bit like a low-key troll. And in it, she's all trying to sing songs, and Justin Timberlake's all killing it. And then to kind of spin it on him, she sings The Sound of Silence to him. And her voice was, it was a great little cover. I love this clip. I thought it was so great, and I'm really excited for that movie. Okay. Now we move on to talk about something really, really important, I'm sure for a lot of you, and probably a good reason why most of you are only watching this video. And that's the sneak peek of Assassin's Creed. Now, let me tell you, I do not watch, or I do not play video games, right? Like, I'm not a video game player. I've never played Assassin's Creed. I've played the Batman video games and a few wrestling games in my day. That's about it. So I have no idea how Assassin's Creed should look, should feel, should talk to me wise, but I do know Michael Fassbender is producing and starring in it. Michael Fassbender is great talent, and we got to see a sneak peek of the film. I don't play the game, but I'm excited. And I have a feeling if you do play the game, you should be excited because it got quite a great reaction at CinemaCon. Now, I could be wrong. You'd be like, oh my God. When you see this trailer, you could be like, oh my God, this guy don't know what he's talking about. And you're right. Hey guys, I'm a movie guy, not a video game guy. And, but again, it's always too early to tell. And of course, we all know about the dreaded video game movie curse. Hopefully, either Warcraft or this movie lifts that curse. But I'm hopeful. Michael Fassbender is great talent. I think the movie looks really exciting and action-filled, and I think a lot of people are going to be quite happy. Now we are going to be talking about the upcoming film Why Him, starring James Franco and Bryan Cranston. that they did a video entrance for us talking about what the movie is about and introducing it, and they were both cracking jokes, seemingly very funny. Showed us a little clip. Nothing that I was too crazy for, I wasn't too excited about. But, another kind of raunchy movie that I think people will enjoy because they like the actors, but nothing too spectacular that really stood out to me. Switching gears, we're moving to Fox Searchlight Pictures portion of the 20th Century Fox presentation. And first up, we got to talk about the much anticipated film from Nate Parker, who directed, starred, wrote, and produced this film. And Nate Parker, let me tell you, is a gentleman, a true gentleman. I had the opportunity to interview him, which you can find right up here, right in that white eye. But I also had the opportunity to kind of just talk to him after the presentation. He was somewhere where not many people were around him, so I was able to kind of pull him aside, tell him how much I was looking forward to the picture. A lot of people already got to see this picture at Sundance, but I told him I had not, but I was really looking forward to it. We had a really great conversation. He was really polite, like Todd Phillips, the director of Hangover, which I talked about in the other presentation, so make sure to go check that out. He checked out my badge, talked about my website, talked about what I do. Was really, really nice guy. Like, I'm rooting for this man so much. I hope I love this film. The trailer, we got to see a trailer. They also announced the teaser trailer would be coming out the following day, which it did. If you've not seen that, go check it out. But this trailer looked amazing. It looks phenomenal. And I really can't wait for this movie. And they did talk about, because a lot of people, of course, most people don't know that this was actually the title of a very controversial movie way, 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 way back when by D.W. Griffith. And that's okay, but I don't want to get into that. I'll talk about that a lot more when this movie comes out on October 7th. It'll be hitting theaters, and I'll be able to talk more about The Birth of a Nation, but that is addressed in our interview, so make sure to go check that out. He was given a huge ovation. He came out after, and he got a huge pop from the crowd. And that's when they announced that the teaser trailer for Birth of a Nation will be released online. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out now. Now we moved on to Tim Burton, the legend himself. Everyone knows how I feel about Tim Burton. I felt that he was once an innovator and a great, great filmmaker. Always has been, but I felt that during this last decade, he kind of been at a standstill for me. Wasn't crazy about Atlas. There was a couple films that he made that I wasn't absolutely crazy about, but I did love Big Eyes, which I believe is his last film. I could be missing one, but I really love that movie. I was like all over it, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what he has to offer. And this movie is called Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I'm sorry if I messed up the name. I'm sure a lot of people who read the book are crazy about it, like, well, you messed up the name. I'm sorry. I haven't heard of the story before. We did get the book at the they were nice enough to give us the book to check out and read, so I'm going to be reading that. But basically, someone tweeted, I don't know who, I thought I would have retweeted him. Oh yeah, JoeBlow.com, who I'm a big fan of, right? We don't gotta compete. I'm not ashamed to say I read some Joe Blow. I read some Slash Film. I met Peter Strata, who's a really nice guy. But I got a new look at Joe Blow tweeted, got a new look at Tim Burton's Miss Peregrine, which looks real cool. I'm going to refer to it as Tim Burton's X-Men First Class, and I thought that was a perfect sum up of that. Very funny. Now it's just an overall quick look of what was to come, and there was a lot of posters, a lot of things going on. People are like all talking about it. But let me tell you, for all the kids my age who remember going to the Scholastic Fair in school and stuff, and who used to read Captain Underpants, they're making a Captain Underpants movie. I saw the poster. So be excited for that. I know some of you are going to be like, oh, this is what this guy's reporting is news. But anyway, let's get on to probably the biggest news from CinemaCon this year. And that is James Cameron was announced to come on stage, and that got a huge ovation. Even the press, the guys who interview these guys for a living, sorry for shaking the camera, the people who have to be professional, even though I wasn't professional with Vivica A. Fox, but, she's beautiful, she's amazing, she's a great actress, couldn't help it. But, even they fanboyed out, myself included. And he was going to talk about the Avatar films. But at first he talked about the amazing, talking about film, talking about movie theaters, talking about the experience. And then he slowly introduced to us the update of the upcoming Avatars. So he mentioned, before we get into Avatar, he did mention that he thinks that movies should be offered exclusively in theaters for the initial release, which obviously got a huge reaction out of the crowd because all of them work in movie theaters. you know, because a lot of, you know, right now kind of a trend is VOD and theater release at the same time. Not a huge trend yet, but getting there. And then he hopped in talking about Avatar 2. And he said, you know, speaking about it, he was like, quote, it's really far beyond the first film, end quote. Yeah, I'll do that for you. But the big news is, you ready? James Cameron announced that there will be 4 sequels to Avatar, not 3. There was originally 4 when he first kind of came out with this concept. It went down to 3. He was combining 2 scripts, and now it is back to 4. And he said each one will stand alone, but together it'll create a saga. The films will be coming out the Christmas of 2018, the Christmas of 2020, 22, and 23. That's 2020, 2022, 2023, if you didn't figure that out. And that is it for the 20th Century Fox presentation. My favorite presentation at CinemaCon. Amazing. So much had happened. So many big announcements. It was a lot of fun. If you have any questions about what I went over, in the comment sections below, I will do my best to answer them. And if you enjoyed this video, slap a like on it for me. It lets me know I did a good job, and I always appreciate that. The best way to follow all my updates and everything is click that white eye and explore our YouTube channel. By hitting the subscribe button right down here will always do you a big favor, and you'll never miss anything that we do. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jacob Tiranno. Thank you so much for tuning in, and please continue chasing cinema.